Brandon, when it comes to Corey Lindsley, Austin Ekeler, and Joey Bosa, is it post-contact, all positives? Can you give us an update on that?
Yes, sir. For the game this week, Joey Bosa and Keemon Hall will be out for the game, and everybody else that's on the COVID list will be day-to-day.
Are there going to be more? I mean, you expect a bunch of guys, but how many guys do you expect to be on that list?
I don't know that. I think everything is kind of hour to hour right now. We kind of had our initial meetings this morning, and then we'll just have to wait and see as the week progresses how that list either decreases or increases. But we're underway with all the new protocols with the NFL, and that's what we've kind of spent most of the day today is making sure that we're underneath that umbrella of enhanced protocols and that we're up to date on all the new protocols that are in place. And so we just spent the better part of the morning making sure as an organization that we're airtight and doing the best we can moving forward this week. And we're going to look forward to keeping this place as safe as possible.
Is your sense that the new protocols will make it easier to avoid a postponement or get some of the vaccinated guys off?
Yeah, I think it's just good strategy in terms of altering the return to play mechanisms, especially with the vaccinated. And I think that they've done a really nice job of following the data, following the science in terms of how this is expressing itself within the league. And there's been so many asymptomatic positive cases, and I think that what they're trying to do is avoid the asymptomatic positives, those people not being able to play in the game. And so I think that altering their stance is what you need to do. And as we've talked about, I think way back when, is that this thing's moving and you need to move with it. And so I think what the NFL is trying to do, and I think they're doing a really good job of setting the leadership, is altering your strategy based on the facts that we know. And that's what we're trying to do as an organization, is to move with those facts. And hopefully that can get us to a healthy end to the season and a positive postseason.
Any update on Rashawn?
Rashawn will be back today at practice. Derwin is feeling better than he was last week. He's going to be day-to-day with that hamstring. Like I said, he did he gave it a go at the game and competed, and it just didn't quite happen for him that night. So he's definitely better than he was at the game, but definitely day-to-day.
Asante, expectation that he'll be back this week?
Yeah, Daniel, he'll be out here at practice today, and he's still kind of day-to-day, but very, very close, near the end.
How is Austin?
Austin is day-to-day.
And then you saw Mike with the shoulder or arm thing. Is anything lingering from that? How serious is that?
No, I think it was just a contact play, nothing lingering, just soreness from the game, but he'll be out there at practice today, and day-to-day.
What about Keenan? Keenan had that ankle/heel thing during the second quarter. How's he doing?
Doing well, just soreness from the game. Really nice play, nice route on that play, really good run after catch, and he should be out there at practice today.
Just after everything that happened this weekend on the football field, it's super tight in the AFC playoff race. Just what was your message to the team coming back today? Did you get into what the standings look like right now, and your message to the team?
Yeah, I mean the standings are tight, and it's been that way all season. And when you look at the standings, you know that we've played most of those teams, and so you know how competitive it is, and each team that's on that list is in a fight right now. And I think as the season has progressed, you've seen all those teams kind of slide back and forth. And I know that we feel really confident in the team that we have, because I know that we're battle tested. And I think our message was we need to learn from the reality of the game against Kansas City. And like I said, I was really proud of the way our guys competed. And then what we wanted to do is, really focus in on those things that we can improve on from the game for sure, that we can carry with us to Houston, and then really expound upon the strengths of the game, because there were plenty of them. And what we got to continue to do is on the practice field, we got to continue to improve, because what I think about our team is I think our team still has another gear it can get to. And that's your goal as a coach, is for your team to truly play its best at the end. And there's a lot of obstacles in everybody's way right now. There's plenty of obstacles depending on how you look at it. And but I think with obstacles, there's a lot of opportunity, and we're going to try and have a great week of practice this week. And we got full respect for the Texans, and what they just did last weekend. And they've got a lot of quality players, and it's going to be a tough game on Sunday.
When you look at David Mills, he's a rookie, obviously third-round
I think it says a lot about him that he earned the opportunity to start, and I think there's a reason why they're giving, that he's earned the opportunity to start for that football team, and I think that he clearly has the poise, he clearly has the leadership, he clearly has enough command for him to be out there first, because I have so much respect for Tyrod Taylor and his resume as an NFL starter, and we all know that Tyrod as a starter has had a really quality record and is a quality quarterback. So for Davis to be the starter there, I just think it says a lot about him and where they think that he can go. And certainly, on Sunday was a good illustration of that. I think that he played, a very good game that allowed them to win. They scored over 30 points, and there were a lot of big plays in the passing game. So, just a lot of respect for him as a young player, being able to go into that type of situation and play quality football. I think it says a lot about him.
I don't know how much of a deep dive you guys have done. It's only the beginning of the week, but a guy like Brandon Cooks, New Orleans, New England, with the Rams, and now with Houston, he's making plays. Just what have you seen from him also?
I think, I have so much respect for his game, and Joe Lombardi's on our staff, who was with him in New Orleans, and I know, Josh McDaniels, who was with him in New England, and then being with Sean last year. This guy's been an impact player every year that he's been in the NFL. He's got real deep speed. He's got the really, I think an innate ability to track the ball deep. Not only can he get deep, but he can track the ball deep, and he's an explosive playmaker. He's a strong guy, not a tall guy, but a strong guy, and he's been productive everywhere he's been. And if you go back to New Orleans, I think there was there's some stat where he's been a 1,000-yard receiver. New Orleans, New England, LA Rams, Houston, and I don't know how many people have been like that in NFL history that have gone through 4 teams and have been a 1,000-yard receiver. So, and I've from being with Sean last year, I know that he's an amazing person too. So he has our full attention, and he's a guy that is a threat to score every time he has the football.
With already being down Kyler Fackrell and then now Joey Bosa, kind of what have you thought about maybe opposite Uchenna Nwosu for Sunday?
Yeah, there's just it's going to be a team operation. It's going to be, you're going to be borrowing from a couple places, and you're just going to have a lot of hybrid type groupings available, and it's going to be all hands on deck, and that's what the NFL is showing right now, is that you need to have depth this time of year, and you got to be able to figure it out, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
Coach, with Joey on, obviously the spotlight on you, Chet is a little bit bigger. How would you evaluate the way he's played the last 3 weeks? Obviously the interception last week, but strip sack, couple sacks against Cincinnati. It seems like he's getting it, he's catching on.
Yeah, this guy's one of the impact players on our defense right now. This guy's having a fantastic season for us, and I thought that he played as well as anyone on the field on Thursday. Is that when we played Thursday? I thought he played as well as anybody on the field on Thursday. Just a quality performance. Just talking to the group again this morning and going out over it one more time. This guy is playing so well for us, and I'm so proud of the guy. He is really a complete player. He can play in the run game and the pass game. You saw how instinctive he was on that tip interception. Almost had one prior to that, and this guy can find the football for you. And there's this play on the goal line. They actually scored on it when Burton scored. He actually fixed one of our problems. He actually went from the left side to the right side, and he kind of solved that problem for us. We had an alignment error, and this guy in the middle of the play went to the other side. And I just think it's just an example of who he is, and his toughness, and then his playmaking ability. And he's been a bright spot for us, and I'm hoping for a big finish to the season for him.
What's it like for you, Coach, to see where he was at the beginning of training camp and learning a new system and being able to progressively get better and better as the season goes on?
I think so much of his game is just confidence in the time on task. And I knew that he was made for us. I did a lot of work on him in my first year in the league in Chicago, and I really felt like in our system he could thrive because he can do all those jobs really well. And then being with him every day in person, you know the character of the person. And Chenna is just a guy. He's got real toughness, real instincts, and real playmaking ability. And he's got that versatility that you need to play, that we like to play with in our defense. And like I said, I think his best football's still out there for him. But he's the type of guy that you need in a game like that against that type of quarterback. Chenna has played well in both games against Kansas City. And again, I think he's having a great year for us, and excited for him down the stretch.
Brandon, do you have any update on Donald Parham?
Yeah, talked to DP just a little bit ago. Talked to him twice over the weekend, and number one, he is safe and sound. And his mom and his girlfriend Brittany were with him throughout the weekend. He was under great care at UCLA Harbor, and we thank them for everything. And Arthur Hightower, Dr. Herb Martin were by his side a lot of the time, and so just thankful for all those people that supported him. His position coach Kevin Koger, and his wife Tiffany, our entire organization. It was just it's a great feeling to know that he's safe and sound, and now just day to day, and we'll have more updates as they become available. But I know his spirits are high, and it's been great to know that he's well and that he's on his way to recovery.
Is he back in the hospital? Or?
Yes, yeah, he was back on Saturday. He was discharged Saturday.